Right, I'm just going to quickly run you through my bait and why I pick it and why I chose to use it this winter. I ain't going to say it was massively great angling judgment, it was more by luck. Obviously Jack telling me that the red fish meal was the one, and a little chap to Mark, Asbo was the one I was going to go on. And like I said, winter, I didn't really think this Asbo was going to be the one for me. I was going to sort of go down the nuts and the whites route, which is, I don't know, the nut mixes seem to be the one in the winter, but definitely not on this water, and it's definitely proved me wrong. So I've been using them in 12mm. As you can see, it's a red fish meal. I'm not going to try and bamboozle you with what's in it and all the science behind bait, because I'm not a bait boffin. All I know is I used it, the carp eat it, they kept eating it all winter, and it kept working. So it was one I started on and I'm still on now, and I can't see me changing anytime soon, to be truthful. It's got like a meaty fishy aroma to it. I know there's no actual flavourings in the Asbo, it's all natural ingredients. I don't know, if you go onto Mad Bait's website and have a look, you know exactly what's in it. And if you ever really want to know, drop Mark Leonard a message at Mad Baits and he will run you through everything. But all I know is it's a fantastic fish meal, and it's caught so many big fish in the UK this year, not just for myself, for the other consultants and the many guys out there using Mad Baits. So yeah, my boilie of choice has been Asbo, simply because I stumbled on it by chance. Jack telling me, the owner of this place, that they like a red fish meal, so I went with it, and it served me well, and I can't see me changing anytime soon. A game changer for me in the winter was these little beauties. These are the pear drops. For some reason, there's like a high alcohol content in this pop-up, and it lends itself to winter and the cold temperatures. But these, I was just trimming these down in the winter and just fishing on as little pop-up rigs, and yeah, they were doing me so many bites. And it was like, do you know when you've got confidence in something and you just don't want to change it? That was it. It was Asbo and the pear drops, like, done probably 80% of my bites. So I did chop and change, you know, when you're there and you haven't had a bite and you feel like you should have. I did have a little tinker about and use the ISO creams in pink. Pink's one of them colours, and I think it's been highly documented by other people over the years what pink does. It stands out. And yeah, I had a few bites on them as well. And compulsives again, lovely little pop-up. And then another one, which is a 4-back bait. This one's caught me fish everywhere I've took it, to be fair. It's like caught me fish up to mid-40s. And yeah, a wicked white. If you speak to anybody in the Mad Bait stable, everyone swears by a wicked white, so that's definitely one that's in my pop-up bag all the time. Another little edge I was doing in the winter was the liquid liver, dosing my baits up with that. And because the spot's up on Spooky Pool, I can see them, so I was using a spoon and I was actually putting this in neat, so I was pouring it onto the spots. It's quite a heavy liquid, and what I was seeing it was doing, it was obviously falling through the water column and then just sitting on the bottom. But I mean, a few times I was up on Spooky fishing, and you can actually, it's so clear that you can see everything that's going on. So you can see when the fish have turned you over and you've just got your little yellow pop-up left and there's not an ounce of bait left. But what I did notice up there, when I actually observed the fish feeding on the spots on my bait, you would get one come in, and that liquid liver would actually kick up and cloud the water up. And what I did notice, as soon as that would cloud up one fish, you would get an amalgamation of fish there. There'd be a few come in, and it's almost like you know, like a feeding trigger. Once one come in, you get a 2, 3, 4 fish on the spot. And like anybody knows, mate, in carp fishing, if you can get the fish feeding competing for bait, my poor rig unfortunately gets sucked up by one of the victims. But yeah, it's just building a situation where you get them carp competing, and the Asbo, the liquid liver together, and one of them little trimmed down pear drops certainly done the business for me all winter, and is still doing the business for me now later on in the year.